Welcome Nerdlings to 7-hour cozy survival with me, Kycross! We only have 7 hours a week to play the game and build a world based on the lore I also write and read to you as stories while the building goes on. First thing for today is to finish our last main quest and then finally set this poor magenta sheep free again to roam the wilds. And after all that...
Captain, I've this display of history now. You cannot see it? It's cause your noses, it's so big. We have the same nose. My feet hurt, can we cool them? Mine too, I don't want to look at old stuff. Yeah. Lake? Oh, a lake! Lake, let's go to the lake! The lake! Captain, again? You shut up now. We float. We all float together here. That's an order. Come in, guys. Let's float. Yeah.
Oh, that was close. Pillagers are not the visitors anyone would want. I mean, they wouldn't leave any treasures. I just know that. But don't worry, there will be more pillagers and villager lore in the future, but not as far as Lyrian is concerned. Remember, I'm not Lyrian, I'm Kycross, and I only retell the stories the world has experienced. Now, while we missed us, I was out searching for some sugarcane when I spotted this mineshaft down the ravine. While taking a closer look, I had a close encounter with a creepy assassin from behind. But this time, he could not yamcha me. Nice. Yeah, 2 episodes without dying, don't make it 0, like, don't reset the counter. Maybe I should do another counter for this. Now, should I explore this mineshaft? No. Do I want to explore it? Yes. Do I have to come back for it? Also, yes. I would go on my quest board. Maybe I should one day put a quest board out for I want to see, but right now it's just on a file here. It's quite big. But anyway, we continued the whole and most decor in the camp. There was just one part of brushing down below I wanted to get to. But though, some more explanation was necessary. The last episodes were cut a little quicker and I need to get a little bit more clear with my guidelines here and what we are doing. Whew, okay, like a good archaeologist, I left it quite undisturbed. I built a fence so nobody's falling into the hole. Built a little bridge and a little walkway. I recreated the one in the tower. And it's not good aligned. There's like one too high of a block in here. Did you see that? That's sloppy craftsmanship. Yes. The people in the past, I mean, there's some sloppy craftsmanship. Yes, this will be our formal way in, formal way out. I can go down here. Then here I have to be a little bit creative. And yes, let's strip these because that's the look we're going for. There's enough birch wood around, so I don't need to keep it. It's actually like for most of my builds, I'm how would you say it in the English? I'm torn because, you know, on the one hand I want to build like BW, like with the gradients and with the pretty blocks and something. I think that's his style of building. But on the other hand, sounding like an AI here. Oh, you know, yeah. But the one hand, lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Ah, yes, here it is. But on the other hand, I want to kind of play, or I like to play Minecraft a little bit local realistic. Like, why should I use the basalt blocks to get a gradient for, I don't know, someone who has not been to the nether? I mean, yes, from the distance and as just the visual aspect, I totally get it. But I'm like, look at this guy. His whole thing is that he's building the camp with the stuff he finds locally. So I have the lilac, I think, for the magenta. I found there in the river some clay. Over there is still some left and stuff. So I'm trying to just use this. What also makes it a little bit boring, a little bit bland. Not really sure how I can fix this. If there are good ideas, just let me know. But yeah, I think I will always try to use the local materials and don't go for the crazy visuals. So last time I did not really explain how archaeology works because I have read into it a little bit and I can explain more. So first you make this beautiful little brush with some copper, a feather of a chicken and a stick. Then you find a trail ruin or any other archaeology structure like a desert temple, a well, more temples and stuff. There you search for suspicious sand or suspicious gravel. In this case there's only suspicious gravel, and you start brushing away. So as far as my research goes, there is like a chance that the suspicious block will be rare or normal or common. And depending on the chart and the rarity, you get better or worse loot. Like you get trash or you get like trims and shards and stuff. Yeah, so behind me is the last building of this trail ruin. And I would say we get to brushing right away so I can show you what's going out there. And yeah, after that I will just finish down here, build some scaffoldings, and that was everything I wanted to do here. Yay!
Finally, it's raining. Oh no, no, I'm back home. Oh, that was a very long trip. What, my home? Why is it behind the fence? Hey, you! Who are you? Why are you down there? It's breach of property, breach of... my flower, my pots, my vases. Why is everything down here? And whose tent is this? Hello? Hello? I planted them myself all those years ago at my fishing spot. What have you done to my fishing spot? Oh well, the bench is actually quite nice. That's not the point here. It's on my property. I can go. What are you doing there, Big Nose? Hey! No, with the animals, they will destroy everything. And what is happening? My village, my home, and yeah, my stairs. They even took my stairs. Oh, it's all gone. It's all ruined. What do you mean? Big Nose. Hey, you're not disappearing. You're not disappearing. Oh, they're not good to their old. They're not good to their old.
2.5 hours into our playthrough, and I think I can say that we finished it. We brushed all the sand, everything that was suspicious or not suspicious down there. We made it safe, we made it a nice excavation spot. We built a tent of Luris and Carl, and I will have to come back here with some name tags for this guy and maybe this guy. And yeah, I think I also did quite a nice job in decorating it and making it like that somebody has lived here. Like here was the food stations, this was the camp, there burned the zombies. It's all very good planned. Nice place for fishing and chilling. Even Grandpa knows that. And yeah, I took most of the parts. As I told you last time, I will leave the templates here, or the trims. Also the shirts. I want to have a complete collection someday, and now I made the terrible mistake and not leash my donkey on, so it just wandered off. I hope it's not dead. It shouldn't be dead. There's a full chest and stuff. So yeah, while I'm searching for my donkey, I think we're finished here. I will return, but mostly I will use this as a template and build a lot more in the future. Thank you. And let's continue when we're back with our donkey. Aren't we pretty? We're finally baby blue. Nice. So I want to finally finish these and make everything there sand like to dirt. Maybe leave a little bit of the beaches, but mostly I want to fill it with sand and make our garden pretty. Then I want to finish the ways and the things, and maybe I will build a little, how would you call it? A scarecrow. Right there my head is again. I'm so scared to move. If I move a little bit, I will just fall. But yeah, we have quite a nice setup going. We have a lot of stuff to do up here and we have a lot of stuff to do down here, but let's first now Next main quest. We finished archaeology officially. Now let's get to the farms. Okay, I got to work and I used all the dirt I got from over at the camp to terraform my little beach area. I also upgraded our lighting, but my resources were quite sparse. I thought different, but they were. While I zoom around, let's have a few words about the space. So, how long will we be with Lyrian here at spawn? How will we go on and when will we continue? To be real, I don't know, cause I still have fun here writing her story. There's still some stuff I want to do, mostly farms I will build here, and then never on another location, or mostly never. I will build multiple bases with different themes, with different lore, different ores and people, different folk. And in the end, I want to build everything, in a kind of closed ecosystem, like my building guidelines I talked to you earlier. Like everything is like locally farmed, and I don't want to build everything double. So when I need something, I have to come back and visit old locations. I have 7 hours a week. Keep that in mind. So don't have time to get double, but have time to go back. I will have a list of all the farms and locations, what I want to build where and what I already did. And when we leave, we'll start a new base, find new local things and set up some new farms. And like I said, we have to go back to old if we need something farm. Without an elytra, I have a reason to build roads and maybe even a railway system. I love that. You always skip that. Going into the end game has time. Yes, I will update bases in the future if I have ideas, and I hope this whole concept won't blow up on me in the future. So now with the terrain a little bit more earthy, and when I'm out of dirt and lanterns, I got name tags for the dog, the llama, my donkey, who will now be called Harry, and I forgot that for the OG turtles I named in the last story. So just say hello to Carrie for now. The others at Camp Magenta have to wait a little until I come back. The side quest terraforming, it's quite ongoing, but we got a lot of it done. Now, after all the side quests, I want to start another main quest. I already told you about it. I want to build a turtle farm. Yes, as cruel as it is, I want to have a steady supply for turtle helmets, for seagrass, and there's just only one way to do it. Like the cow farm, I built another nice place. The animals also got out of respect, but a little farming is just necessary for me. And while I dig and decorate the farm under our little garden, only using the local block as explained, let's see a little bit of Lyrian. Lyrian touches the goal. Turtles lose scutes when they grow up. The babies are so big now, and with the scutes she could build herself a nice shell helmet. A shellmet. What actually helps her dive. Together with her training, it could be enough. It should be enough. Spider Horsey and Carrie, a donkey that was stranded on a tiny island near her shore, laid lazy in the sun, twitching their ears. And day off you too. Especially you, Carrie. Tomorrow, I need you in tip-top shape so we can bring in more materials to grow a home. Also, I think I have a nice idea for Sistri. But let's put that for tomorrow. My clay is in the oven. The flower huts will look great. At least something I learned from the wandering digger. While muttering to herself, or maybe Sistri, who lived also in all her rooms, she collected everything she needed for the dive. A helmet, light leather armor, a copper axe, just in case, and lots of air. She walked to the edge of the sea, sand and water between her toes. Copper was not meant to swim. She sometimes hears the wax ones say. Copper was meant to fight and keep its youth. Yeah, copper was meant to be so many nonsense. Why wasn't it meant to be just ore, and why couldn't you just be yourself? Again, doubts creeped into her thinking as she stared into the dark ravine. Something stared back. Her orange hair blew into her eyes. The tips began to turn green. Normally, that was a sign to cut them. Here, it was a sign of rebellion. Still, she put a blue bundle on them so they were tight and didn't annoy her. Then she cleared her mind and dove deep. That was so easy. The shaman pulled her. So it felt, and she got as deep as never before. Another push, another stride. The ravine then opened, and light came to her eyes. Light from magma and lava running through the ocean floor. And there was Corian's spear. She saw it, the first time since it fell. There it was, in the hands of a drowned undead who was clothed in full copper gear. Was this a joke? A scream came, silent, swallowed all the air she just released and wasted. The drowned was not Corian. He couldn't be here. A cruel joke, nothing more. But her lungs had no more time in them. They burned, and they burned bright. The drowned Corian had not recognized her, but she couldn't risk it. She dove up, pulled herself to the surface along the kelp, and then crawled to the shore. Not only was the spear lost, she would have to fight for it. Kobliks were born to fight, born to be waxed, born to kill monsters. Withered and green, she cursed. She had to learn more from the last desert, especially about underwater combat. And if so, it was time to decide who she was, who she wanted to be. What? No words about the farm of turtle killing I just built? Well, yeah. Lyrian would never build something like that. The farms are just for me, and the decoration also. In the lore, this is all very natural and not as Minecraft-y as it looks like here. Playing a game and writing different fanfic lore stuff about it makes it complicated, but I'm sure you will understand. Trust you. And shortly after I finished the bridge connecting the ravine across the flooded ravine into our turtle farm, I broke my blast furnace array and I found enough experience to celebrate 2 days in game, 48 hours, 1 hour left, and I enchanted my whole new pretty diamond gear and it was just awesome. Look at it, enjoy it, and now we're back into it. Hello. These 3 are eternally youth. I know they want to go to this water, but they should go to this water. They stay here. The other turtles I had the wiki on. They are getting slain by the drowned, I guess. So I think 3 were pushed out of the enclosure and then we're just like hopst. Or how the drowned make. And these here, they will stay in this farm, they will grow up, and let me explain you how this works. So the turtles, they will pathfind to water after they hatch. That's what these 2 are doing. And turtles will always come back to the location they hatch, like the exact coordinates, and then they have some blocks around it. So when we hatch them like this, 1 per block, we can get them to lay their eggs everywhere here when we will breed them in the future. They will pathfind down to the water, and I think they will kinda just stay there and swim around until they grow up. And because there are full blocks down there in any other corner, like there and there, yeah, another one's down there, like this, they will suffocate. And then they will drop seagrass when they die. And in the end, we will have scutes and seagrass. Now, to finish off this dramatic turn of events and end on a happy note, I built a scarecrow. I slept on some fences, some hay, some trapdoors, and a scary pumpkin face. I correct myself. I built a joycrow. Hooray! This happy face will watch over all the new plenty fields of wheat, potatoes, carrots, beetroots, and pumpkins. Oh, what a great view. As a short recap, we built a farm deep down below, a very dark space, but we made a little sea window. We did nothing over there. We did a lot of lighting over here in our farming area and are planning the next and last tree. We built the happy scarecrow, yeah, more like the joycrow, and in the back there is a camp now. I want to connect with a bridge like here, but also this will be done in the future. I emptied it with our donkey friend, the good old Carrie, because he carries stuff, or she, they, I don't know. We set a lot of turtles free. I mean, there's one now roaming down in the ravine. And yeah, all in all, a very productive episode. So, thank you, nerdlings. I hope you had some fun. If you do, please leave a like, subscribe, you know the whole drill. And I will see you next time when we are doing 7 hours survival with Kycross. Thank you.